Hey everyone, welcome to today's list, but before we start be sure to subscribe and turn on notification to stay notified about our latest videos. And while you are at it, give this video a like as that shows your support and helps this channel grow. Without any further ado, let's start this list. In 10th place we have Gonna Be the Twin Tail. This is an anime that you'll either love or absolutely hate. It's about a boy in love with the twin tail's hairstyle and becoming a hero because of that love. I found myself enjoying this series quite much by not questioning the characters' logic too much and viewing this anime as more of a comedy rather than something serious, because there are many things that occur that don't make much sense in the real world. In 9th place is Witchcraft Works, an anime about witches and stuff. An average anime with cliché characters and not much of a plot. Even though I say that, it was still an enjoyable watch. With outstanding animation and the great OST, it was an enjoyable anime for me, and I do not regret watching it. It was very fun at times, and the visuals and the BGM was very pleasant. However, it still has a lot of flaws, and it isn't a masterpiece. If you are to watch this anime, don't have too high expectations, just think of it as a light-hearted anime. In 8th place is Magical Warfare. This anime follows our protagonist who finds out about a world parallel to ours which has magic. After his fateful encounter with Mui, a magic user, Takeshi and his newly magician friends Kurumi Isoshima and Kazumi Ida decide to enroll in the Magic Academy as well. I'd say don't expect too much from this anime. I personally did not like it that much. The plot was decent enough, but they failed to give it more depth. In 7th place is when supernatural battles became commonplace. One day, the members of a literature club get superpowers. Their superpowers are such that if it were an action, shounen anime, it would be epically amazing. But as it turns out, you only get to see the powers being used for fun and in a few episodes. Most of the series is spent in the rom-com lives of the characters as they pass through everyday troubles. This series is meant to be seen as a rom-com series. I picked it up thinking there would be good action with some rom-com, because who doesn't like superpower action harem rom-com anime? But there is barely any action in it. But the rom-com is good enough to be enjoyable. In 6th place is Myriad Colors Phantom World, a world where the line between reality and dreams are combined into one and all of the subconscious thoughts have a physical form, which are defined as phantoms. Since not all phantoms aren't good, there are groups of phantom hunters who specialize in the sealing of these entities with their no abilities. This story follows the life of one group of phantom hunters, starting with a guy named Haruhiko Ichiju and his phantom friend Ruru, who grow by adding more members and gain more experiments throughout the series. This series is enjoyable, at least to me. I don't know about others, but definitely give it a try. In 5th place is Absolute Duo. It's harem and ecchi anime. Whenever it involves both kind of categories together, I wouldn't expect too much about the story and character development, but a good fun, enjoyment and laughter. Mainly, as you know, it's more of a fan service type of anime. I wouldn't recommend anyone who is looking for a fantastic story and a good character development for this anime. The story progression is quite how you would have guessed as the episodes progress, yet I think it is rather interesting of how the characters are able to use their unique ability. For anyone who enjoys a fairly good artwork with ecchi and involves harem in it, I can say that you would enjoy it. In 4th place is Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. The story takes place in a fictionary world, where there are ancient weapons, named Dragride, that are ancient mechanical weapons. 5 years ago, the protagonist, named Lux Arcadia, was the prince of the Empire, and he also was known as the strongest Drag Knight. The Empire was destroyed due to a revolt. Now Lux is known as the weakest undefeated, the Drag Knight who doesn't attack. Due to some reasons, Lux ends up entering a girls' school that raises Drag Knights. This is the story. If it was a little more serious, I think it could have been an anime that would please more audience than this. But if you are looking for a harem ecchi anime, this is for you. In 3rd place is Chrome-Shelled Regios. In a post-apocalyptic world overrun with mutated beasts called Limbikun, or filth monsters, humanity is forced to live in large mobile cities called Regios and learn to use special weapons called Dite, by harnessing the power of K to defend themselves. In the Academy city of Zuelny, Leifon Alsif is hoping to start a new life and forget his past. However, his past has caught the attention of Carrion Loss, the manipulative student council president, and Nina Antok, a military arts student and captain of the 17th Military Arts Platoon. In 2nd place is Charlotte. It all starts with a meteor which gives special powers to childs till their teen years strike, which then they forget about their powers and completely lose them. While a mere teen Otasaka, you has to cure them all from their disease, so that they won't be experimentated by the government. At the start of the anime, you has the power to plunder other abilities, but he doesn't know that, and he has the power to control someone for a certain amount of time. And he gets busted, but not by the government, but by some students who force him not to abuse his power and enroll their school where people with supernatural abilities like them are. And they need to enroll more students. The bad thing about this anime is the ending was a little rushed. In 1st place is the Asterisk War. Ayato Amagiri is a scholarship transfer student at the prestigious Seidukan Academy, which has recently been suffering from declining performances. Through a series of events, he accidentally sees the popular Witch of Resplendent Flames, Julius Alexia von Riesfeld, half-dressed. Enraged, Julius challenges him to a duel for intruding on her privacy. After said duel is voided by the student council president, Ayato reveals that he has no interest in festas. Instead, he has enrolled in the academy to investigate the whereabouts of his missing elder sister. But when a more devious plot unravels, Ayato sets out to achieve victory, while being surrounded by some of the most talented Genia Stella on the planet. Alright guys, that's it for today's list. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also join our Discord server, and if you have free time, check out my merch store website, Twitter and Facebook page, links are in the description.